What's good, YouTube? This your boy Chopper Style, bringing you a review on Stargirl, Episode 9.
So we get a little bit of a backstory on Brainwave, and we get to see him first start learning his powers and learning how to control them, learning what he can do with them. I kind of wish they showed him actually experiment on himself. I mean, he briefly talked about it, but we didn't get to see him actually go through it. But he did make a lot of videos every step of the way of him learning new things and also he seems to think that killing a person helps his mind out. And I think that's just the crooked side of him. Henry was watching all of these videos and it was teaching him how to use his powers, what he can do. But you can tell that Henry isn't like his dad. He doesn't have that killer instinct that his dad has. He's starting to see the good in people, whereas his dad would see just the evil in people. He's seen no good. But with Henry just now learning his powers and hearing all the thoughts of people, he is corrupt at first, just like his dad was, because he's just hearing all the bad things about a person's thinking and just how badly they can think. But when Courtney visits him at the hospital, she helps him see things through a different light. All he heard was bad things, bad, bad, bad. But Courtney made him see, like, yo, you got to look a little bit deeper. And there are good thoughts, there are good things that people want. You're just looking on the surface. And that right there is what changed Henry and made him different from his dad. Just that right there made him see that. That conversation with Courtney helped out wonders for him. And Courtney even wants to try to get Henry to join the team. I mean, he would be super, super helpful. He saved Courtney's life. He would, with him being able to mind read, he can find out who is all the ISA. I mean, there's nothing getting past this dude. He is a very powerful power. And if he was on the good side, it's so much he can do for them. But the rest of the members of the JSA don't trust Henry. And they have good reason to. He has done a lot of wrong. He played Yolanda badly, but people make mistakes. And that's what Courtney is trying to tell the team, like, yo, I seen the good in all of y'all. I just want you guys to see the good in Henry. And even Pat is on Courtney's side. Courtney chose these JSA members just off of trust and good faith. And she chose right, and she, with her being the leader, she's probably right about Henry too, but she's trying to get the other team members to realize that. We find out that Pat was actually from another group called the Seven Soldiers of Victory. That's wild. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who that is, but the fact that he was doing all this before and he said that he doesn't know where all those people went, they lost connection a few years ago. The janitor, he happens to be, powerful. He came from somewhere. I'm thinking that he may be one of the original Seven Soldiers of Victory. I mean, it would make sense. Maybe they can team up or something. I mean, that's a long shot, but I'm just guessing. If he can get in contact with some of his old friends, that would really help the JSA. But the way that Pat talks about Dr. Ito, with him being, hundreds of years old and just causing mass destruction and virus and just chaos, Pat knows that this guy is just completely dangerous and bad. And he was hoping that the ISA came to the town to hide out for, defeating the JSA. But really, they came there to plan something. He's like, if Dr. Ito was still alive, they're planning something because that dude is just nothing but pure evil. Dragon King finds out from the help of his daughter that Henry actually does have powers. He was spying on all of them when they were fighting, and he's seen Henry. And now they don't even care about Brainwave anymore. They have a meeting with the ISA, and he is all about Henry now. We don't need Brainwave. Henry has the powers, so we're going to use him to run the machine. And this machine is pretty much going to take over a couple different cities and pretty much brainwash everybody. Almost reminds me, if anyone watches The Flash, of DeVoe, what he was trying to enlighten people. That almost seems exactly the same thing. Bro, Icicle is a manipulator, bro. I'm for real. When Barbara came to apologize for, having to leave abruptly, Icicle, talks about how he's going through, little problems or whatever. And whenever he's going through a lot in his mind, his wife would make a big meal for everyone. And he knows Barbara and how she's good-hearted and nice. And I feel like he said that intentionally just so she would go out her way and make a big dinner, because she winds up inviting him. And then even Pat is like, dude, what are you doing? You're making all this food for all these people. You should have told me. I could have helped or done the cooking. You can tell that Pat is the one that makes the meals and not her. But anyways, you got Icicle and their whole family coming to Pat's house with Courtney and all them. Like, yo, this is wild. Now, I am a little confused. I have no idea if Cameron knows about his dad being Icicle, if Cameron knows he has powers, if he's evil just like his dad is. I am really confused because the mom and dad seem to be evil. You can tell when they're talking in different languages and you see what they're saying. Even the prayer that they said at the table was messed up. At the end, it said, so we can make our enemies pay or something like that. And I think maybe Pat knows what they said, or he kind of can get the vibe because he gave Icicle a dirty look like, yo, something isn't right. And I just wonder if Cameron is a part of all this craziness, because that's going to be a big turning factor. If Cameron is on Courtney's side, that would be wild. Or if he plays Courtney, that'd be wild too. But I honestly think that Cameron actually does like Courtney and that he isn't an evil person. But we have to wait and see. I could definitely be wrong. But what's crazy is Courtney actually finds out who that Jordan is actually Icicle, because she had a ridiculously hot pot and she had to put on gloves just to hold it. And Icicle was able to pick it up just fine. And the look on her face was like, holy hell. And now the cat's out the bag. Now they pretty much know who the ringleader is. And things are about to get wild. Like, stuff is about to hit the fan. And it definitely is, because now Barbara walks in on the staff, seeing it glowing and everything. And Pat and Courtney are sitting there like, what in the hell do we do now? So, yo, things are about to get wild. You can see it, you can feel it. Like, things are about to hit the fan. Now, I'm a little curious. The way Icicle was talking to Courtney, he kind of talks as if he might know what's going on and who she is. I don't know for sure. It's a possibility. Or he could not know. It's hard. He was kind of talking like Cindy in a way as he may know or may not. I don't know. I'm a little confused. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does know. Beth finds out that the ISA planned to go to Blue Valley for a while now. Like, this was all the setup. Like, it's the perfect place to go because they have tunnels underneath everything, the whole city, and it's the perfect hideout. And they can do all the things they want to do and never get found out about. Then, towards the end of the episode, we see this guy come into where Henry's at in the hospital with his dad, just trying to get money. This dude was just trying to be straight grimy, just trying to have him sign off his rights just so he can take Brainwave's money. Like, that is so messed up. Good thing Henry's able to read minds because he completely called dude out. But I would like to know, did he kill that dude? I mean, he was bleeding from his eyes and stuff, so I don't know if he's dead or not. I mean, he looks like it, but I guess we'll have to wait till next episode to see what in the hell happened. But yo, this episode was great. So much build up is happening. Things are slowly starting to hit the fan, and it's about to be a big brawl coming soon. You can feel it. But if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and Chopper Style out.